It was really painful when talking about meeting deadlines. Usually for news anchors, we don't have that much pressure. Usually it's for reporters because we have to package the whole story before the news deadline. Let's say our main newscast is 7 p.m. So we gotta basically package everything at least 15 minutes before. But there's many times that actually it was already aired. We're still working on a story. So it was when I knew that mine was the headline news, and that definitely has to be right the first one after the opening. But then I wasn't able to deliver. I was still editing. I was still making all the final corrections and stuff. So yeah. I was just trying to we'll just let them. I can't push myself, right? And basically the editor, just let the editor in chief know about it. Or just let others go first. And whenever I'm ready, I would rather be safe, be everything good, than too rushed, right? So I just want to make sure everything's good. So after even I'm not on the headline, maybe I'll just move to the second, move to the third. After I'm ready, I'll just rush back in. But I just feel that way more safer. Of course, it's a really tense moment at that time. Everyone was relying on my story, but then it was like even though I got help, I got editing help, I got a lot of different help, translation, subtitles, a lot of help to package a story. But somehow it's like if you're not able to meet the deadline, you won't be able to get it no matter what. So I just okay, stay calm, and I just pray everything goes smooth. I would rather playing like putting it on air the third or the fourth story rather than
making mistakes.
Yes, and then I have to redo it again. It was a really even more painful experience. Yeah, I did that before as well. So yeah.
So you mean being a journalist is harder than being an anchor?
It's a different challenge. Anchor, my focus is definitely on camera. I make sure I won't read anything wrong. Of course, there are also challenging times about like last minute changes, especially when there's like disasters, like natural hazards happening, and like the casualties, the numbers actually changing every time, like every second. So by the time I was about to report the news, and new numbers are coming in, and well, obviously we were relying on the auto cue, right? They were not able to reflect it like a timely. So it was like people were just writing it by hand, and then they slip the sheet over to me, and then I was just read from what's on my table instead of the auto cue on camera. So yeah, these are the really well, it was really tense. It was really under pressure. But after that, when I look back, it's like okay, what an experience. Usually, it's the first 3 days of the week. It's all about meetings, and the other 2 days will be residence or community engagement, and basically weekends. The two weekend days, definitely a community events. So it's always a 24/7 job to me. So well, this term, I was just saying to myself, I was trying to balance a little more between work and life because I still got my young family to take care of. I started to do my first food drive back in 2021 during the pandemic because, during that time, we all know food crisis and people were so reluctant to get resources. I raised over $100,000 for three different food banks: the Markham Food Bank, the York Region Food Bank, and also the 105 Gibson Food Bank, just to tackle that food crisis, food problems. And also for the I would say this PPE supplies during the pandemic, I also distribute like 1,500 care packages to those who were actually reluctant to get out to get resources. So mainly they are seniors. I was organizing it through a drive-through thing where people can drive their car and just get the package and leave. So it's like contactless. And for many other seniors, they are not able to get out. I would just deliver these packages to them door to door. So in my area. So I just want to make sure seniors, they have enough resources, they have enough PPEs during that difficult times. I do have some residents and my friends, personal friends as well, coming from Hong Kong to Canada just to settle. I would say, well, if they were in need of any like settlement services, we got tons of resources available through many other like CICS, GCCSA, and SCFSO. These organizations, they were actually very great to help people settling in Canada. So yeah, just feel free to reach out to them, or if you have no idea where to go, just reach out to my office. I can direct you go for more information. But first of all, I guess a lot of people, the most troubling part definitely is finding a job. and finding a house. I believe well we have enough services to support, and I know that there are a bunch of different community groups like they are targeting to support Hong Kong people coming from Hong Kong to in terms of like getting adapted into the culture here. So like 105 Gibson Center, they have been doing a lot for different ethnic groups, especially to Hong Kong people. So yeah, in the language, right? A lot of times I found people not just are not familiar with what the study is doing, but also the community. We've got so many very dedicated community service associations. We've got a lot of nonprofits, NGOs. They are providing a different various community services to people, and they are actually getting different fundings from different levels of government. However, people are not aware, like housing services, like counseling services, like medical services, a lot of them. So what I did, and I'm doing, and I will continue to do, is to just advertise for these local associations, like nonprofits, charities, what they have been offering, like senior services, and a lot of people, they are not aware. Oh, actually, Care First. Let's say Care First. They are having medical services. They are having counseling services as well. Many of them are not aware of. Oh, actually, 105 Gibson Center is a community center. They have a lot of sports programs. They even have food banks. Welcome people to drop off food donations to the needy. So these type of things, I would actually do my best to market it out for them, just to let the wider public know. And in case if anyone would need any service, they can just go directly to those and to use those services. We just don't want the services going waste, right? So